guys? Welcome back to the Spike NFC North podcast. Always, my name is Lex, representing the Green Bay Packers. I'm joined by Mr. Lavon Lane, representing the Chicago Bears. And down below, we got Mr. Axelrod, representing the New Orleans Saints. Now, guys, this is the culmination of season number 2. We just got to watch the Super Bowl. The Seattle Seahawks were victorious. Sam Darnold, against everybody's, prior judgment, got his first Super Bowl ring. Let's go around the circle. I'll kick this one to Lavon first. Lavon, what did you think about the Super Bowl, man, from the Seattle Seahawks?
Man, it was well, some people didn't like the Super Bowl. Everybody thought this was going to be a boring Super Bowl, off top. But if you think deeper about the Super Bowl, you think about how these teams got there. They got there not just from a big splash player. They got there from developing players through the draft. Specifically, Seattle. They got a lot of players, and then they plug and play certain guys from free agency or trade. But a lot of these guys, they develop, they're young. And same for New England. They are young, they develop. They're not a lot of big old heads. And so they came together. You see the development of these teams. And it was a very defensive game by Seattle. I looked at how Seattle, they were schemed up defensively, blitzing left and right. And Drake Maye, he didn't have a clue what side they was coming from. They show on this side, come from that side. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. And you know what? That's the same thing Sam Darnold said when he was with, I think he was with the Jets.
Yep. I actually went back and rewatched that clip, dude. He was getting fucking destroyed that game. It was embarrassing.
Man. But that's the same thing. And that's the same thing Drake Maye was getting. He was getting destroyed. And he was seeing ghosts.
Can we talk about Drake Maye for a second? Because I feel like most of the Super Bowl conversation is going to be about Sam Darnold. We all know there's a huge segment coming up later in the show, but I want to talk about Drake Maye for a second. Now, the New England Patriots had a pretty easy schedule as far as the regular season is concerned. Sure, they fought through the playoffs and they won those games and they got to the big game. I don't think Drake Maye is a top 10 quarterback right now. I think that there was a point this season
he's a good field.
Yeah. I mean, there was a point this season where people calling for MVP, and I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell. Like, there's no way in fucking hell. And I think that, this goes to show I really don't want New England to follow the Joe Burrow formula. They got to put some upgrades on that O-line in front of this guy, or he's just going to get beat up and he's going to be a pulp by the end of his career. Because, I mean, not to mention, dude, this Seattle defensive front is fucking terrifying. Like, not going to lie, their secondary crazy as well, and it's a problem moving forward. Axel, what you got to say down there? What you got to say?
That O-line was Swiss cheese.
Why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say that?
No.
Oh my God! What are we doing?
No. That's not what I was. Hey, that was not intentional. That was not intentional.
It really did.
But they didn't do good. I think, what was it, 8 sacks in the whole game?
Yeah, dude. I think there was a point where one of those guys got 6 himself. Was that? Am I tripping? I might be tripping. Excuse me. Sorry. Go ahead, Axel.
If the rumors are true about Will Campbell playing this season with his MCL not fully healed, I'll give him his props at least. Because, I mean, I think we all remember when that man got drafted, he literally said, he's like, I will put my whole life and die on the field for my quarterback. If he's going out there with a torn MCL and he's doing all that, you didn't win every battle. You lost a lot of them. But you got up and kept trying, and I'll give him his flowers for that. Flowers to his funeral because they got their ass kicked. But it was a boring game,
dude. And honestly, it's crazy too because I thought that, to be real, Denver put up Denver's defense was honestly, I think, was kind of going in as one of the top in the things.
Oh, can we all just agree that if Bo Nix didn't get hurt, they would have been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say, because, the Broncos, Jared Stidham, the whole Bo Nix, and we'll get back to the Super Bowl, guys. I know we're all over the place. But who could have predicted that Bo Nix would have done that on the second to last play going into the AFC Championship? I mean, at that point, the Patriots pretty much walked that bitch right in there, and Jarrett Stidham, back in the AFC Championship game, he did have a couple of, highlight plays in the first half, but after that, it was cakewalk. And then we get this weak-ass team in the Patriots going up against this aggressive DBs in Seattle. And to be real, Andy Macdonald is that fucking guy as a head coach. Like, I mean, I've never seen, this guy came in, already has more playoff wins than Matt LaFleur, has a ring. Dude, he's making coaches and QBs look bad. Not to mention, he spent some time in Athens. Axel knows all about that. He was a coach at his high school, Cedar Charles, for a little while there, So, I mean.
Running back coach.
Yes, bro. And it's funny, too. Go ahead.
And don't forget, he's the first NFL head coach to win a Super Bowl that called plays for the defense.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
He's the first one.
I think, this goes without saying, the Seattle Seahawks, they've arrived. I think that's a safe statement to say. Darnold's got plenty of gas stuff in the tank. This is definitely going to be a contender moving forward. I think that I'm honestly, out of all the possible outcomes when the playoff bracket started, minus once the Packers got knocked out by that shitty ass team we don't want to talk about. But it's one of those things where man, I am happy for Sam Darnold. I think that his whole entrance into the league. I mean, you get thrown on the New York Jets. I mean, goddamn, you just got to hold it. That's a complete wrench in starting into an industry, dude. But and we're going to use this to segue into our next topic. The Minnesota Vikings fucked up. They quite possibly made the worst football-based decision in the past 40 years. What do you guys think?
Good point.
I mean, to be real, you can't have a guy come off a 15-2. Was it 14-3, 15-2 season that he had in Minnesota?
14-3.
14-3, and you don't hire him? And then you expect, it's suicide. It's absolute insanity. And to be fair, dude, his playoff crumble under Minnesota was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I think last year was pretty bad, and I think that this coaching, the position coaches they have in place in Seattle, dude, they're all just playing complementary. These units there's no any weak points in their game. There's a unique sort of balance. If I take a team that's coached like this and compare them to my team, the Green Bay Packers, we have a pretty good offense, pretty good defense, depending on, which one shows up, but special teams, trash. That's always going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Our organization isn't making to, put oil in these cylinders and get these pistons flowing in order to get our team operating at a full efficiency. But I don't know. What do you think about it, Lavon? What do you think about the implications on the North of Darnold leaving?
Oh, man. Well, let's put it like this. Minnesota Vikings, they fired their GM in response to that. So the GM at the particular time, he wanted to, we want to go younger. And they didn't want to pay Sam Darnold. Just think about it. Sam Darnold actually took a pay cut to go to Seattle.
Smartest pay cut
he ever took.
That. Smartest pay cut.
Yes. So now you got a ring. But and the thing is, as he matures in the NFL and begin to see defense, he see a lot of different defenses. Mm-hmm. He becomes more mature. He's a game manager. I gotta give him his props. He managed the game. He don't put the game out of his way. Unlike say the playoffs.
I feel like he doesn't play hero ball. He plays the game. You know what I mean?
He managed the game well. He managed the game well. And he don't put, the ball in harm's way. Yeah. Like Caleb, he threw in 2 games in the playoffs, he threw 5 interceptions. You can't do that if you're trying to make it to the bowl.
Yeah. It's funny though, but I mean, that's kind of a contradicting statement though, because if you look at the season up to where Sam Darnold was, dude, he threw 20 picks on the season, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he threw the most.
And then threw 0 in the playoffs. That's fucking interesting.
Exactly.
It's you know what I mean? It's, and I think it's really situational too, the path you have to take to get to the bowl game. Because, I mean, obviously it was at a neutral site, dude, but to be real, I think that this was Sam Darnold's crucible and he came out on top. And I really think that really is an interesting, fuck you to a lot of these organizations. Because I think that we're starting to see a shift in people making huge pivotal decisions in a much shorter time. How many coaches have coached for a year or 2 and been fired? Years ago, it used to get 5, 6 to, try. And if it wasn't working, then you'd move on. How many GMs have we seen get fired? How many OCs, DCs, head coaches dropping after a year or 2? I think it's just going to be a trend moving forward in the league because, I mean, mean? Like, if you're able to, control your game going from 20 picks in the regular season to a perfect playoff, 0 picks, all the way to the bowl and taking it home, that's something that has to go to more than just that one player. That has to go down to the scheme and everybody you're working forward to, put their personnel in places to make positive plays. Axel, what do you think about it?
I think it's stupid. That's it. I think it's you have everything in place. You have all these things going for you. Like you said, won 14 games, and then you go, you want to know what? Let's put the rook in.
Yeah.
This will be fine. That's true. Yeah, okay. You deserve to be fired, buddy. That's
exactly.
That's no surprise there when they did that. Like, it's just, honestly, as much as I hate to say it, it's really, and I'm starting to see it in the other team, but dog, every player that was on that Joe Burrow LSU team, they taking too much damn money off of their team.
They are.
That's why the Bengals ain't got no defense. They ain't got no O-line. That's why the Vikings are losing money because they paying Jay Jettas way too much damn money.
Yeah. Like, it
really goes to show, bro. It's like, do you want to win a chip or do you want to be rich?
Did he still have a 1,500 yard season? Did he get 1,500 this year?
Oh no.
What did he get? What did he finish at? 1,000?
I'd be surprised if he got 1,000.
Did he?
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
Will you look that up, Lavon?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
My bad, Axel. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
He good, but I think honestly, it goes to show you. It's like, I mean, look, man, you will very rarely. Look. I'm not a Tom Brady hater.
Yeah, you are.
But he's not my GOAT.
Yeah, exactly.
But he gave you the blueprint on how to win. He took pay cuts. He brought other people in.
What did he hit?
Yeah, he hit 1,048.
Oh, okay, so he had 1,000 yards. Not worth the money.
But this is, of course, this is. Let me see. He's averaged 61.6 yards per game, which is lowest, and he only had 2 touchdowns, which is the lowest.
What do you mean he had 2 touchdowns?
The whole year.
Justin Jefferson only had 2 touchdowns all year.
1,048 yards for the whole year.
That red zone efficiency.
Oh my God. That's abysmal. You telling me Matthew Golden almost had as many as him?
You have someone who competes for the best wide receiver in the league. And he got in the end zone 2 times?
2 times. Look at these stats.
Oh my God. Tied for 96th?
Yep.
Yo,
boy,
they have way bigger problems than I thought. Oh my God, that's crazy.
I'm just gonna go ahead and key this new phrase. If it's already been taken, I apologize. Don't sue. But in the NFL, and I'm gonna say honestly, in most sports, you can do 2 things. You can win rings, or you can buy them with your money.
Yeah,
and a lot of people want to buy it with their money.
Yeah. The thing is, that obviously, dude, these young coaches are coming in the league and busting that whole play style on its ass, though. I mean, dude, dude, Macdonald. How many of us knew who the fuck he was 4 years ago? No one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's a silent sleeper, but dude, I think that there's something to be said about these young guys getting these leadership positions because, like, if you really think about it, I feel like certain teams in this league are trying to put the smartest guy in the position, not the best draw. You know, and I think that that's why we have these, like the Seahawks coming back, dude. The Patriots even getting to the bowl game. Hell, Bravo made improvements. You know, like sometimes, like, you know, the right mindset person will get you farther than buying it, so to speak, like Axel was saying. You know, and I don't know. I mean, hell, I think my number one gripe as the Packers is we're kind of the opposite, dude. We're legacy people. Like, we have these people. We have a way of doing things. For fucking what? For what? Nigga, like, we haven't won the division in 4 years. We haven't even gotten past the NFC Championship. What the fuck are we talking about? Legacy. You know, well, don't worry, Lavon. This show will have one of my crash outs at some point, but not right now.
I'm waiting.
You know what will happen. It will absolutely
you said, I'm about to alley-oop that thing.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. But no, dude, I think that, like I said, just to wrap up the whole Sam Darnold thing, I am glad he got his ring, dude. I really, really am. Because, I mean, to be real with you, that was the motherfucker who I was afraid was just going to be doomed to just be short or have shortcomings the whole time, you know? But, you know, outside of, you know, the play, let's talk about this halftime situation. Because Bad Bunny's halftime show, I fucking thought it was incredible. I thought it was visual. I thought the set design was immaculate. Come to find out, the trees weren't actually props; they were people in tree suits, which is crazy. You know, I didn't understand it. Obviously, I'm not fluent in you know, his, you know, dialect or however you want to put it. But like, I thought it was a good show. A lot of people didn't. You know, do you guys have any thoughts about it?
Excellent.
Lavon, I'm gonna let you go first. I might go off on this.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to say about it. Y'all ain't about to have ice. Don't get me. I'm born in the United States. Hey, I ain't touching this one.
This is an ice-free zone, dude. This is an ice-free zone.
Yeah, I know. I'm just tripping. I'm tripping. No, I honestly, I didn't get a chance to see. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't get a chance to see the halftime show. So I actually had to get something to eat. And I didn't see it.
How did you not have... First, hold the fuck up. How did you watch the first half of the Super Bowl with nothing to eat, nigga? Like...
Oh, no, I was snacking. I
thought we were professional football watchers, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm looking at it like this. I'm just like this, but... That wasn't food. I need food. And so I was hungry.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, continue on. My bad. I'm sorry. I tried to talk some shit. Fuck the Bears.
Oh, no. Like I said, I really don't have too much, but like I say, one thing I can say about this is that it is the highest viewing halftime show ever. I think it had each year since Usher. It's been going up and up and up.
That's also due, not trying to sell your thunder, Lavon, because me and Axel, our friends, we had a discussion about this. Because, dude, if you really think about the change in technology, you're able to view things now from multiple different interfaces, right? Your phone, your computer, you know what I mean? Not to mention, like that number we got was the number of devices that tuned in, not necessarily the number of eyes that were watching, so to speak, right? Now, just to add a little bit of background, think about Michael Jackson halftime show back in, what was that, the 90s, 97, some shit like that, whatever. We didn't have smartphones then. All of those views were from TVs. And we don't know how many people were at those Super Bowl parties. I'm not taking away anything from Bad Bunny, dude. Like, he definitely hit big numbers. But I think that, like, the whole comparison is a little bit skewed just because there's been a shift in technological apparatus as far as viewing is concerned. But that's my only argument.
What you think about this? Now it's more bars than ever. Yeah. And so, you see what I'm saying?
But how do we count that?
Now you got, exactly. You got 20 TVs in a bar.
Yeah.
And, you know, so... I don't know how they count that, but like I said, it's the highest viewing halftime show ever. I just knew he was doing this thing in Spanish?
Yeah, he was
Hispanic doing the whole thing. Yeah. I don't speak Spanish. I don't understand Spanish, so I wouldn't have. I've been like, okay.
I was just dancing. Axel, you got something you want to say?
Yeah.
Can I go unhinged?
Bro, fuck yeah. Absolutely do it, dude.
First off, I want to agree with Bad Bunny. The only thing stronger than hate is love itself. That's a beautiful thing that he tried to portray. And secondly, I need to remind myself of that sometimes because fuck ice.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
Hey, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
If you don't like it, you don't got to hit subscribe. I don't give a damn. I think what he did was beautiful, man. I mean, the imagery, I'm not fluent. I've learned a lot of Spanish in my life, surrounded myself in the culture a lot. Of course, you know, my grandfather is a Argentine immigrant, came to the U.S. literally looking for that better life that a lot of people come to the U.S. for. I mean, that's literally the culmination of like what the U.S. is founded on. We are better when we come together, no matter whether we're white, black, Latino, you know, Asian, all those things. Like us coming together and being able to be a loving society that functions together is what makes this country so great. Because a lot of places don't get that type of privilege. But from the imagery that he did, I think it was beautiful, man. I mean, he as a person who's been to Puerto Rico, like it's a lovely place. I mean, from him hitting just random things that people who are Latino would understand, like the kids sleeping at the party because people were partying too long, from all the salsa dancing and everything, from him giving what it looks like in where he's from, his town, from even him doing the parts where like him hanging from the power lines, because in Puerto Rico, they literally have, every time there's a hurricane, they lose their infrastructure. There is no power for days. They go through all these things, and a lot of these things don't show up on the news. And he's bringing that out. He's showing you literally what his home is. And I think that's so beautiful how he's able to portray it. I mean, even down to, dude, I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but like, and this could be, it's something that could be viewed different ways. There's literally a part where he's talking like, he's like, Dime, and then he goes straight to Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
He literally, right before that, he's like, look, isn't this what you wanted, is pretty much what he said.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes to a white woman singing in English.
That's crazy.
Over salsa music.
See, I didn't know.
There's some crazy little things in there that he adds, and it's
is there
it's
a translation
so beautiful how
of
much
that
he
anywhere?
put into it.
Is there a translation of it anywhere? Yeah,
on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's definitely on YouTube.
Yeah, because like
definitely on YouTube.
I want to, like, obviously, I'm a musician, dude, so I appreciate anything that's done well. And like I said, dude, and regardless of which, just as a disclaimer, dude, I don't give a shit what anybody's political opinions are on the show. This is a free place for you to speak them, just moving forward, So if you guys don't ever have to ask that. You guys are always allowed to be yourselves, moving forward. But, I do think that, like, a lot of the people who had gripes with this particular content in the show just didn't give a fuck about the narrative to begin with. I mean, and I think that, like, to be real with you, people already felt emotionally charged about the opportunity for him to perform before the game even started. This started with the publications and things, and I really think that there's a certain aspect of politics that's just kind of infected every form of media. And I think that, for me, dude, music-wise, Bad Bunny has the baddest bitches. He's, like, probably the most popular artist on the planet right now. Like, dude, like, that, I don't give a fuck what country you're from, what language you speak, dude. If you look like you're having a good time and you're respectful and you're worthy of being a role model and you're drawing, a message to something you believe the world needs to see, then I'm going to support it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that there's... watch next year. We'll have another pivotal halftime performer. Hell, God forbid they fucking give Kanye a stage. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen, because I think at this point, the NFL itself is becoming more and more performative, And I think that there's a certain element to talk to about, and this isn't really about the Bad Bunny thing, but it is Super Bowl related. It's Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. Because how the fuck you going to split with this man after he loses the Super Bowl? Like... Not to mention that whole relationship was insanely forced on us. Yeah. And then his other kid who was born gets brought to the game, and it's a fucking problem. Like, you signed up for this shit. I won't go into that anymore. But, like, I just think that there's something very interesting about that, And then, did I hear he got released today?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm just going to leave that one there.
Mr. Diggs, can you hold this L?
Yeah.
Can you hold this one too?
This
L. One more for the road.
Oh, wait, hang on. That's some in my pocket. L. Oh, there's another one. L. Yeah. You're cooked, buddy. You're cooked, bro.
Pick him up.
This nigga was talking so much shit for a whole one catch for 5 yards, bro.
Hey, someone will pick him up. Someone will.
Dude, he's such cancer. Like, I mean, dude, there have been moments where, sure, he's a great football player, but, bruh, his off-the-field antics is going to get way more involved in the locker room than it does need to be. Look what, you know what I mean?
You want to know, honestly, he need to go somewhere that got a quarterback that's not afraid to get in his face.
Yeah.
You don't know who that would be? Aaron Rodgers.
Yo. That's scary.
You telling me that wouldn't be a good that would be a good tandem.
Yo, but I mean,
it'd be annoying, but it'd be a good tandem.
But who the fuck is he gonna play for? Because that's something I forgot to put on the list. The Mike McCarthy hire? What the fuck is going? Like, I don't know. Like, the offseason it's been a week and we're already got so many fucking questions. You know what I mean? But we've been going all around the place. Alex, let's bring it to your neck of the woods, man. Let's talk about our favorite poverty franchise for a second. we're going to talk about the Atlanta fucking Falcons. All right. So let's start with Pierce. They trade up in the draft to get this guy, and he's promised, dude. Like he definitely had some marquee plays this season, but now he's arrested for a multitude of charges, high-speed chase, car wrecked. Like you're not playing football for a couple years, buddy. And now the Falcons are in a pickle because didn't they trade their first for him to the Rams, which they did. So they have no first. Then they're supposedly supposed to release Kirk Cousins in the offseason, so they don't have a fucking quarterback. Then they fire their coach, and now they got Kevin Stefanski? What? What the fuck? Like, okay, here's the thing. They had so many moves they could have made that could have elevated that franchise, and they did none of them. None of them, bro. Zero. So
hey,
you know what? Yeah,
quick?
Go for it, bro.
Real quick.
Yo.
Let's give a spike.
Yeah, I was just about to open the beer, bro.
You don't say that.
Fuck the Atlanta Falcons, spike, boys.
Hey, no matter what someone tells you, bro, hey, I love the Dirty Turds. They make me feel good about myself.
Dirty Turds. That's funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. And it's going to be even exciting.
Atlanta talcum merchandise coming soon for the butthurt
fans. Talcum. You know, and actually, it's even funnier that you bring that up because, like, obviously, you know me. My family's all from Atlanta. I live here in Atlanta. And, like, they come to Lambeau this year. So I think my family might be taking a family trip up here to watch this ass whooping up in Lambeau. Now, it's going to be charged.
I'm going to just say.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't even say it. No.
I got news. I got news for the family. I have found a brave soul that wants to come and speak on behalf of their franchise on the Spike Podcast.
Who is this?
So that is something entertaining to look forward to.
Okay. Who is this soul?
His name is Cooper Smith.
Okay.
Mr. Smith.
Okay. Let's bring it.
He will be reaching out soon, my friend.
Oh, Cooper.
He said he's prepared. He said he's listened to some of it. He said he's prepared. And I was like, oh, I hope you know. Imorie's just going to literally... He's gonna weave me just to dog you the entire night.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that,
dude.
And he said he's prepared. So
funny. It's funny too because y'all's division is still gonna be ass next year. Like, I mean, like,
let's see what you look like after the offseason.
Oh, we absolutely fucking will. But you know, all bullshit aside, though, man, like
all your trust in Matt.
I don't have a fucking choice, dude. Oh damn! I think it's that time. I think I want to talk about Matt LaFleur. I want to talk about Matt LaFleur. Can I talk?
Yeah,
okay?
Let's talk about Matt LaFleur.
Can we talk about Matt LaFleur? We're all over the place. All right. So I want to talk about Matt LaFleur, and I want to talk about Brian Gutekunst, okay? Our GM, our head coach. Brian Gutekunst, our GM. And Matt LaFleur. Because I just watched his end-of-season presser, and he said Keyshawn Nixon had a good season. No. He said... We should. I'm just so. Like, it's literally boiling when I'm thinking about it because they're literally saying that, at least publicly in media, they're saying that we made strides this season. I think we started to, and then by week 10, they were all in the shitter. You know what I mean? Like, and we got to a point where we were 9-3-1. You know, that was cool. And then we lose the last 5 games to end out a season. I don't give a fuck what franchise you're for. That's not grounds for saying positive things in the end of season presser. It's fucking not. Jordan Love balled out. Jordan Love is not the problem with this football team, and I'll stand by that on a fucking hill. Not just because I got the jersey, not just because he's my quarterback, but because he's left off of every top 10 QB list everywhere. Like, I barely see his name, you know? And to be real, Axel, hate all you fucking want. Jordan Love is the best quarterback in this group chat. What?
I'm not on that. What I'm on is, you really think he's the top 5 quarterback in the league right now?
I think he's at least top 10 for sure. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so now we're going down to the top 10.
I'll give him like from 5 to 7. He's somewhere in there for sure. I do think so. Absolutely, I do. Depending on the kind of game he has.
What makes him a top 7 quarterback?
Top 7, dude. His fucking cube. Did you see his EPA this year? He's ranked 5 in the league.
So let's start with EPA, QBR. That's it.
I mean, dude, yes. You can talk about how it's a flawed concept and shit, but like, dude, this man wins football games. How many drop passes did we lose? Caused us to lose a football game. That's my thing. Jordan Love doesn't have high-powered receivers around him, and he's still doing the Lord's work, bro. Like, the guy's got skill. He doesn't put the ball in harm's way. He threw a record low picks on the year. Dude, he's been playing clean, good football. Dude, he threw in the playoffs, dude, 4 tutties, 330-some yards, 0 picks. Fucking, what are we talking about? Like, he can play playoff football. It's the defense shits the bed. It's literally the same thing that happened to Aaron Rodgers for 15 years at Green Bay. No goddamn help. That's literally it. The one Super Bowl win we have was with the most injured ass team, but with coaches who were able to respond to those weaknesses with valid fucking play calling scenarios and shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, there is no bite or grit from Green Bay with the loss of Jeff Hafley as far as our coaches are concerned. We're a soft ass team.
It's the time now.
We're a soft ass team right now. And it scares the shit out of me. Okay. Jordan Love is, in my opinion, one of him. And I'm hoping that Golden comes to be special on our offense, dude. Because I really think that, the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to have another running back, flip around, trade some shit. There's just going to be no consistency in Green Bay as far as, players and personnel is concerned. But dude, yes, I think Jordan Love is top 5, top 7. Sure. No problem. Absolutely. Well, we'll die on that hill. Anything else you want to ask me, Axel?
How much have you had to drink tonight?
This is my first beer of the day. Literally just opened it.
Well, you got to remember from the carryover from last night.
Last night I only had 6. I had 6 last night.
Yeah, so it's 7. So
that was last night. That was like almost 24 hours ago.
How long does it take for alcohol to flush out of your body?
Thank you.
0.2 an hour?
Can we get that answer?
It's 0.2 an hour. Is it not 0.02 an hour or some shit? Pretty sure it is. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to find out. I'll put it in the chat after the show. Don't worry. I'm going to fucking find out because I'm tired of your ass, You know what? And it's funny too, Axel. Because, you haven't even pointed out that your GOAT was just officially brought into the Hall of Fame this year. You ain't say nothing about your boy Drew, man.
Ain't nothing to be said. He's the GOAT.
Okay. All right. How much have you had to drink today, sir?
Name one Packer that's better than Drew Brees.
I'm just talking about the sport, okay? Wait, better than Drew Brees? Aaron Rodgers. Yes. Yes.
I will leave this chat.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Hey,
yes.
I love the comparison between the two.
Yes. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, dude. Both got
take away that whatever that shit he be doing, his 3 nights of darkness and all that other shit.
Hey, bro, I don't care what you do. I only care about what you do on the field, bro. As long as you're not out here killing people, I don't really give a fuck.
Hey, shout out Ray Lewis.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right,
no disrespect.
No, let's bring it back though. No, so we're talking about the Falcons, dude. Axel, and I wanted to use this to actually segue into you, dude, because I do think that the NFC South is still up for grabs. I think that Tampa Bay has some really interesting decisions that they have to make. And to be fair, I'm surprised Todd Bowles still has his job right now. I think that's very odd because my dad is fucking fuming with that organization, bro. Like, because I think Baker's an underrated QB too. I do. I think that man has a rocket on,
Yeah.
So, I mean, but Axel, what are your thoughts, seeing this instability here? Do you think that, the Saints are going to look to kind of bite at the division, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, as much as I say, yeah, there's still, the division's really close. Everyone's kind of young. Like, you got to think back, not like maybe 5-6 years ago when all of the NFC South started to go down We had Matt Ryan left. You had Cam Newton leave.
Yeah.
You had
Also,
Tom Brady left after his Super Bowl run. Drew Brees is out. Like, it got to the point where everyone had to rebuild the NFC South. Yeah. We went from literally the division that had every team. It was like, damn, this shit's about to be tough. You have all these prime quarterbacks, good defenses, all this stuff. It was like, bro, what do you do? You know? Mm-hmm. And it's just, we're at that point where like everyone's kind of rebuilding and they're starting to catch strides. I mean, I think Carolina's got a good support cast. I don't really think that much yet. Truly a Bryce Young. I don't hate him.
I don't know how to feel about Bryce Young, bro. I can't. But
I just have him down as a field general in my eyes, bro. He's not anything special.
I think he's too small. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, because I'm just thinking, and I could be fucking wrong. Like I said, I'm not an athlete, but like, how the fuck are you going to make reads down the field if you're 6 inches shorter than everybody in front of you? You know what I mean? Like that, and then they always run these bunch groups from their own line, so it's like, and their O-line sucks too. So there's like that whole thing in the place. It's always chaos. I just feel like this guy just hasn't had enough consistent O-line play to develop a play style yet. Because I feel like every season we've seen a different Bryce Young.
Anyone's division. It's anyone's division in the NFC South. Yeah. It really is. Like, I'll feel more comfortable like after the offseason, kind of seeing how we, at least for my team, like how we address things that need to be addressed. Like, do we get interior guard? How do we get it? Do we draft it or do we buy it? Do we get a running back? Because we've been playing freaking musical chairs with running backs this season, past 2 seasons. We got.
How do you feel about Kellen Moore's first year as a head coach?
Phenomenal.
I think he held his own. I mean, he knew he was dealt a shit hand, but I don't feel terrible about it.
It took him a couple games to get the hang of it, but I mean, shit, dude. Outside of that last game, we went on a little some run. You know,
you did.
Mm-hmm. I think also with Kellen Moore, you get some great talent for his scheme, for the scheme he developed. Just think about it: the scheme he ran in Philly, the scheme he had in Dallas. If you get some great talent, and you can also just build through the draft, I think Kellen Moore will be amazing. Yeah, especially in play calling with his scheme he run.
I think
and you got to think about it this way too. If with Tyler Shuck for right now being the answer that we're gonna move forward with, that means I got 4 years on a rookie contract left.
Yeah.
To build around him.
Absolutely,
that's huge. And I think that, like, I was thinking about Kellen Moore, and I was thinking about what I thought about him before he was a head coach. Because I remember when he was the OC for the Cowboys, man. Dude was a fucking stud, bro. Like, that team was lights the fuck out. And I hate the fucking Cowboys, guys. You always know that. Shout out to Vontae Crowder, too. We miss your brother. Yeah. But dude, man, he's got the numbers. He's got the balance sheet up there. And I think that, the Saints, I think that's one thing that's kind of made them formidable because, like, once you guys get a head coach that's, like, battle-worthy, like Sean Payton was for you guys, I hated playing him.
Literally is our new. He's literally, they both come in. They were both kind of young. And they were offensive-minded. They were always known for pushing the envelope. I think we doing pretty good. You gotta look back, bro. You gotta look back being this season. We were the laughing stock of the league. People thought we were gonna go 0-17. And we almost won. If 2-3 games were different, which easily could have been, we won our division.
Yeah. And you know what, Axel? That's a solid point. I think that's a good form of deductive reasoning there because, like, dude, if you really think about it, man, like, all we're doing, at this point in time is trying to figure out what's working and what isn't, And I think this is kind of like this is kind of my favorite period of the offseason, going into the draft because, with the calendar year ending with free agency, going into the draft, this is where all the juicy shit typically happens. Now, last year, I was just fucking spoiled that pre-week 1 Micah Parsons trade. I about shit a fucking brick. All right. Like shit like that doesn't happen, So, but, God, I think that there's a lot of things on the horizon here. Like I said, we still got to remember there's quarterbacks, there's receivers, there's players on all these teams who aren't happy with the organization, And I mean, dude, I think that right now, especially with the cap going up, That's another thing I want to talk about too. Axel, how do you feel about, where you guys are as a team and dealing with the whole cap hell that he came into with his first year? Do you think that you guys have cut necessary players to open up more space, or do you think that it's still kind of something that needs to be finessed a bit?
I mean, we always going to have to finesse it a little bit. As much as I hate to say it, like when people are like, "Oh, the cap hell, the Saints are in purgatory, the Saints are." Mickey Loomis and that team is a bunch of magicians, man. They find their way out of that. They push people around. They do this. They do that. I'm not really worried about it. I mean, with all the possibilities that can happen this year, like we got Demario Davis is a free agent. Cam Jordan's a free agent. Taysom Hill's probably going to retire. Mm-hmm. Shout out Taysom Hill. The best.
Good player.
Freaking the best. Freaking utility like knife, dude. There will never be another player like Taysom Hill. Yeah. There literally will not. I mean, that's going to free up some space probably. Cam Jordan's going to probably come back because he ain't never going to play nothing other than the black and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Love him for that. That's probably going to be my next jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Demario Davis probably will come back, but I think he's going to test out free agency. He's going to see what it is, but I think he'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Alante Taylor will probably be back, but like Cesar Ruiz, we probably going to get rid of him, bro. He was kind of trash this season. He made too much money. There's so many things. We'll make so many moves. It's going to start coming together. I'm not really worried about it. People are going to have their stuff pushed back some. Kamara's probably going to have his restructured because his numbers weren't that great. And he barely played enough. He's getting old. I get it. All these things I get. So I'm not really worried about that. We're still going to find a way to buy someone in free agency, whether that's a running back or lineman or something, bro. Like something's going to happen. I'm not entirely worried. And now that we have that ultimate question answered for the Saints is, do you have a quarterback do you trust? Right now, Shuck? Yeah, I trust Shuck.
Yeah.
Do I think he's elite right now? No, but he has a lot of promise.
Yeah.
And it shows, and he is not afraid to do what he needs to do. I mean, the guy's 25 as a rookie. He's going out there and he's not afraid to go out there and like, all right, screw it, I need to run. Yeah. He's going to run.
Yeah. That's cool.
He's not afraid to throw the ball deep. He's not afraid to do what's needed to do to win. And people are buying into that and the culture that Kellen Moore is building. And I think that is the most pivotal thing in football is your team bought into the culture of what you're trying to do? 100%. And I think that is happening in New Orleans. And you're starting to see it. That's why towards the end of the season, you really saw it. And people were like, this team that we thought was going to be bad I don't want to play them right now.
Yeah. Unpredictability. So, hell yeah.
And if we get better, I mean, you get better, it only makes it worse, man.
Mm-hmm.
You add better talent to a good culture. It's gonna be crazy. Next season, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So we've been talking about the Saints for a while. Mr. Lavon Lane, you've been awful quiet up there, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk about these Bears, man. Obviously, you guys, got knocked out. But, there's a lot of positive things on the horizon. Obviously, Ben Johnson is 100% that nigga for Chicago. But, I mean, I'm sure you saw a return on a lot of your investments last season. How did you feel about your season as a whole, man?
Salute Ben Johnson.
Salute. Fuck that dude. Actually, I almost did. Fuck Ben Johnson. He said fuck the Packers. I can't give him props. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck those guys. I had to say it.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Ben Johnson, salute. Yes, I'm gonna have to talk about the Saints' former head coach, Dennis Allen, on our defense, and so that's exactly what. We're trying to stack on defense. Now, offense, we're young, so not pretty much worried about that. But as far as the defensive side of it, I'm listening to the Chicago media, and they talking about getting these big splash players like Max Crosby.
Dude, I keep seeing fucking Crosby to the Bears everywhere, bro.
Yes.
It's fucking annoying.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Yes. No, you know what? It's actually annoying to me because I'm looking at these defenses that actually are winning Super Bowls. They are stacking these players up through the draft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And these young cats, just think about Seattle. They stacking them through the draft. Now, you can get you a player here and there from free agency and stuff like that, a veteran player. However, I'm not going to we already been through the Khalil Mack situation. We got Khalil Mack
how that works.
And gave up 2 firsts. And, we won the North in 18, but we couldn't go no further. So guess what? kicker can't kick it through the uprights.
Was that Lovie Smith? That was Lovie Smith?
No, that was Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy, okay. That's right. Gotcha. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that was Matt Nagy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what's going on in Chicago media right now. It's the fact that we got these 3 top rushers. Trey Henderson, yes, he knows Dennis Allen's scheme because he used to play for Seattle. I mean, for Saints. Yeah, for the Saints. So that's cool. We can get him, and we won't. That's the only one I think we can get without giving up 2 first rounders. Here it come this week talking about.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, did you just say you think for Max Crosby you would not have to give up 2 first rounders? Is that what you just said?
No. Trey Henderson.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. Max Crosby, we got to give up 2.
At least 2.
Yeah. And shoot for Miles,
you're not getting him. He's not going anywhere.
Exactly. You're going to have to give up the whole front office.
Yeah, literally give up everything for that motherfucker, dude. Yeah.
Exactly. But reason that's on the table, especially when you listen to YouTube and you listen to all these cats on social media, NFL social media. The thing about what Myles Garrett is, his defensive coordinator, he loved him. Remember, his defense coordinator for Cleveland Brown resigned. Mm-hmm. So
that's what kind of
defense?
I mean, wait. Don't they got Kubiak coming, don't they?
For defense?
No, for the head coach though. Isn't Kubiak the new head coach of the Browns?
Yeah. I think so.
I think who's going?
He's going to the Raiders. He's going to the Raiders.
Yeah,
who went to the Browns?
Doodoo McGee.
I gotta look that up. I'll look that up. Go ahead, Vaughn. Keep talking. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I'll look that up right now.
But my point is with Myles Garrett, his defensive coordinator resigned, and that's his defense. He loved his defensive coordinator. So it was like that's why people start pointing to him as a potential candidate on a trade, or somebody can get him for a few first rounders.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that, man. I can't do that.
The Browns got Todd Monken.
This is a few.
It was Todd Monken.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. My question,
I'll take that back.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
That's a good head coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got Shedeur. They're fucked. All right. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lavon, but the Cleveland Browns are the worst run, actually second worst run organization in the National Football League. Number 1 will always be the New York Jets. Always be the Jets. That's not a question. It will always be the New York Jets. But do Cleveland, with Todd Monken up there, dude, obviously their whole cap situation is fucked due to Deshaun Watson, who is a whole nother person coming back in the
Still
next
getting
year.
paid.
Still getting paid. And it's not chump change either. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that contract he got set the market for all these new guys who are getting big money now. And he wasn't even, in my opinion, Deshaun Watson was overrated as fuck. I'm sorry. He was absolutely overrated as fuck. But, that's my 2 cents. But my bad, Lavon. I'll let you finish talking, bro.
No, actually, I want to ask you a question.
Sure. Go ahead.
About your I want to ask you about your front office and how they're. What are y'all doing to stack up? I know Halfley left. He took a couple of his positions.
He took half a fucking team. All right, let's be real. He took the QB coach. He took the O-line coach. He's probably gonna take fucking Romeo Dobbs, and he's probably gonna take Malik Willis. That changes Miami like fuck already. All right, let's be real here. But I'm really curious about the offense that they're gonna have down there in Miami. Because Halfley's a defensive mind coach. And I don't know who their OC is. Exactly.
Who's your DC?
Oh, Jonathan Gannon. He's used to be the coach of the Cardinals. He used to be the DC of the Eagles back in 2022. Okay. Yeah. Dude, he had a number 2 defense in the NFL his last year coaching a defensive unit. I'm just going to wait and see, but I feel good about him. What I want from him is consistency from this team. But also, I think that more so comes down to the whole strength and conditioning aspect of this league, which is something we've been talking about on the show, the word injuries. There's got to be some sort of, regimen as far as sports medicine or something to get these players to stay healthier or to reevaluate the stress that's put on these players on the week-to-week, operations, prior to game days. But Dude, the Green Bay Packers, we're basically running it back. And to be real, we're kind of like a dog licking his wounds, after a rough fight. But I mean, at this point, you never know what the Packers are going to do until they do it. We're one of those teams that's secretive. And when we do blockbuster stuff, it typically, is effective. But I think that, dude, Goody's ability to pick up players, especially free agents, I believe in him. What I don't believe in is our draft picks, because I don't know what the fuck we do in the draft. We need cornerbacks bad. Axel, what the fuck? What?
Hey, Lavon, you heard him when he said that we like a dog licking our wound.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
You know how we both play him this next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait.
You ever seen Old Yeller?
Oh, you bitch. You bitch. You
time to take him
you
out
are
back.
a bitch.
It's time to take him out back, boys.
Absolutely
Time to
the
take him out
fuck
back.
no. Absolutely not. But you know what, dude? I will say, man, dude, I'm looking forward to our matchup
So
next
sad.
season. Axel's dumb as hell, but I would have made that joke too, so I'm not mad. But like regarding the Packers, though, to answer a question, Lavon, dude, I think what we need right now is innovation, not legacy. And I'm concerned with policies because his first big decision was keeping Goody and Matt LaFleur and that whole re-sign thing. And our special teams coach still has a fucking job. How? We've been bottom.
Sway.
We literally Sway. How? Sway. Dude,
Yeah.
he's the highest paid special teams coordinator in the NFL. Where our highest placement in the past 10 years was like 26 or 24. That's fucking abysmal.
He must nail that interview out the box.
Bro, I don't even fucking know. Like, dude, Matt LaFleur says that, because, he's like the unofficial assistant coach or whatever the fuck that is. But, like, fuck this whole machine. Like, put the pressure on the players and make these coaches respond. I'm tired of the same. Because I'll be real with you.
Pressure on Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, I mean.
The pressure on as the head coach. He on the hot seat, I believe.
See, here's the thing.
If you get worse than 9-8.
Here's the thing. I don't know.
Do you think Matt LaFleur is actually sticking up for him?
I do. I really do.
How does that make you feel about Matt?
I already have my feelings about Matt LaFleur.
No, how does it make you feel? To go off on it. I want to hear your full thing. I want to hear your full thing.
He's scapegoating the guilt to him to avoid his own mediocrity. And it's bullshit. And I see right through it. Matt LaFleur is a soft-spoken guy. He only gets fired up towards referees. But what he doesn't do is he's not as passionate about the Packers' name as Ben Johnson is about the Bears' name. I don't see any fire fucking locker room videos coming out of Green Bay. I fucking don't, okay? And to be real on the handshake thing, Ben Johnson made this nigga look like a bitch after week 1. Like, the next 2 games, Ben Johnson won. I'm sorry. The Bears beat us, and Matt LaFleur looked like a bitch. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just keeping it real.
He called him out by his name.
By his fucking name, and then beat him twice a year.
He didn't say Green Bay.
Nah,
he didn't say Green
Matt
Bay.
LaFleur. Matt LaFleur. That's crazy. So
I just want to make sure I hear you clearly on what you're saying. What you're saying is, in the words of Imorie Curry.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
You were saying.
Put my whole name out there? It's crazy.
I mean, you can mute it out. You can blur it out.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm going to leave it out.
What you were saying as a Packers fan is that the head coach of the Packers, Matt LaFleur, is a bitch.
I'm saying
because you said that
he acts like a bitch.
Ah, you said that. You said you called him a bitch.
He's kind of a bitch. He's a smart bitch, but he's kind of a bitch. He's a pretty boy.
You heard it here first.
He's a pretty boy.
On the Spike podcast.
He's a fucking pretty boy, dude. Like, I haven't
seen as a bitch by Packers fans worldwide.
Yeah. And I'm not the fucking only one either. I could see if, like, I'm just going against the grain here. But, dude, I'm in fucking 20 different Packers fan groups across 6 different social media apps, dude. The consensus is we were all ready for a change. Like, I respect.
Y'all got that many fans?
But you, Lavon, We might need to make this the NFC North show exclusively moving forward. We ain't got time for this nigga now.
hey, I'm gonna have to name Imorie the Mad Green Bay Packers fan.
Oh, dude, I am the madman. I'm the madman for sure.
Yeah, you need to change that Lexibor to the Mad Green Bay fan or something.
We'll think
like
about
the Mad
Green
rapper.
Goblin,
we'll think about
Green
it.
Goblin.
The Green Goblin is actually fucking hard. Yo, I bet. I'm keeping that in the pocket. That's pretty hard, dude. But no, to answer your question, dude, Axel, I think that Matt LaFleur's weaknesses and why I call him a bitch purely come from his response to teams, especially when we have.
Do you think this could be his last year?
I hope to fuck so. If we don't get it this year, I don't want to see him again. I don't. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie. But to be real with you, I do think that I kind of understand why we gave him this one more year. Because I feel like that coach that we really want, or at least I believe our office wants, wasn't on the market this season. You know, who that is, I don't know. But I do know that, a lot of these coaching candidates, especially this year with the Harbaugh firing, I think that it was everybody pretty much knew what the best investments were. And I think that because I heard rumors that, he was waiting to see if Matt LaFleur was going to get resigned because Green Bay was the top prospect. I don't know how true that is. I haven't seen it, confirmed by anyone. I think that Adam Schefter alluded to it at one point. But I think that, to be real with you, Green Bay has a culture problem. And it's not from the fans' perspective. I think that we have this young-ass team, and we don't have a coach like Dan Campbell or Ben Johnson, who's just like a fucking front lines leader. I think Matt LaFleur's calculated. He's like an officer at the board with a map. You know what I mean? And I think that, honestly, he needs to get out on the battlefield a bit more, at least from my perspective, because I think that with a lot of these players, man, there's a lot of talent that we're just not being trusted to use. And I think that testament to that, and I'll wrap it up with this, is Matt Golden. That man should have been used so much more all fucking year. I don't understand.
I agree.
I'm sorry. You take him in the first round, and I get we got Dobbs, we had Wicks, we had Reed, we have all these guys, but there's another thing coming in Green Bay, and this season is upcoming. This is our fat trimming season. This is the culmination of a lot of rookie contracts from a lot of the guys who've, put the Packers on the map. At some point we're going to have to pay Tucker Kraft. You know what I mean? So there's just so many, so many variables still at play. I don't know. What I want to see is a personality change. I don't really think that we really need to do anything crazy as far as trading picks away, unless it's a badass dog fucking wide receiver. But outside of that,
we did that already.
Yeah, a wide receiver? No. I mean, we got one.
You traded the picks.
Oh, yeah, we already did that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, there's always something. I don't want to see us overburden ourselves on one player to save the franchise. I think that what we need to do is just pick the right players and give them room to grow. Because I think that and actually, I'll say this, and then we can wrap up the show, guys. How do you guys feel about position players? Because I've noticed that on a lot of our defensive, at least on our team, we're trying to cross-train guys and switch them around. And I get that as far as depth is concerned. But I feel like when they get hurt, they're not usually playing in the position that we need them to be in the most. And that's what's leading to our depth issues on O-line especially. Because there's a question about if Elton Jenkins is going to come back. And to be real with you, I don't know if he should have ever been center. I liked him better, as a guard. But I don't know. You know what I mean? I think there's just so many things that I can't say without being in the locker room. But I think the state of the Green Bay Packers this season, I think that even though Jordan Love threw for less touchdowns, I saw a lot of his growth in the player. He's got that fucking rocket arm. I think that really the O-line play hindered us from a lot of games. But, hey, that's how it is. It's next man up. And I can't make this.
My thing is this. My thing is this, Imorie. I wonder what the Green Bay Packers going to do. Just say you're looking in the future, right? And you looking ahead in the future, and
a couple years. What are we talking?
No, next year. Okay,
gotcha.
Not this. After this year coming up, and just say y'all went 5-12. Who just hypothetically
speaking. That fucking hurt to hear. Yeah. Oh God.
Just say, hey, you gotta understand. I just came from a 5-12 season.
I know, but then you fucking rebounded. You're rebounded, Lavon.
That's my point. So my point is this:
got me smoking.
Since they had a large hiring cycle for head coaches this year. Mm-hmm. If you all did get rid of Matt LaFleur, who would be your next? Just think about all.
Honestly, that's the thing, man. Is
That's why I think he's gonna stay.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think it all depends on who's available. Plus, it also depends on how bad it is. I really think that one of the weak parts of Green Bay is the accountability isn't held in high enough regard. I think that there's always they played a hell of a game and, they outplayed us. So I'm going to have to go back and look at the film. I'm tired of hearing the same shit over and over again, Lavon. And my hope is that, with this new president, Ned policy, man, I hope this was just him saying, all right, we'll try it out. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this guy, because the Green Bay Packers are one of the, we're like the two fucking oldest teams, and it's like behind the Steelers. But it's like, dude, there's so much history here that I would hate to see just become perpetual mediocrity. I think it's bullshit how many fucking wins we have, and we have 0 Super Bowl.
I love to see that.
It's fucking dumb. It's dumb, and I'm always going to wear the green and gold. I don't give a fuck. Even if I'm pissed, yes, I will be fucking raging in my green and gold. But, man, this just comes down to the game. And I fucking love the game, guys. You guys got any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up?
No, I just love to see y'all go to mediocrity.
Yes.
That's what I love to see.
Here we go.
Matt LaFleur, as Axel say, is I'm ready to beat him twice again.
Here we go with this bullshit again. All right, guys.
That's what I'm talking about.
But seriously, guys, let's have one last spike. This is the last show of a second season. We've been doing this shit for 2 years, boys.
Yeah.
2 fucking years, dude. We're still doing it.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to keep on doing it, guys. Thank you all to our subscribers.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's been on the podcast this year.
Shout out everybody.
Shout out
James,
Kareem,
Corey, everybody. You guys make the show go around, dude. But we're going to come back with some new things we're going to keep on upgrading in the future. But with that being said, guys, that is the official end of the 2025 football season. My name is Lex, representing the Green Bay Packers. I'm joined by Mr. Lavon Lane, representing the Chicago Bears. We got Mr. Axelroy down you. And always, it's fuck the Bears, go Pack,
all
go.
Season.
We'll see you next year.
In the words of the famous prophet Ben Johnson, fuck the Packers!
Yes, sir.
Have a good night, guys.